Hey gardeners! Today I'm going to give you a little fall walkthrough in the garden. And I say fall, but it's still technically summer. But I just love fall. And all of my leaves are falling, so it feels like fall. So let's go ahead and do a little walkthrough. So over here I planted some hydrangeas to extend the tidbit hydrangea hedge, but these ones are not tidbit hydrangeas. So the two on the outside are proven winners, Let's Dance Big Band, and then the one in the center is actually it was a stick in the box that I got from Walmart, and it is called Pistachio. And then I have my Munstead Lavender Hedge right here. I've got this fern here that I've had since last summer. It was a birthday gift. It is like a foxtail fern. So this garden bed actually is looking quite beautiful right now. I love the way the leaves are falling on everything. And you know, that yellow leaf on the elephant ear just adds so much to this scene. I just love it. It's just perfect, guys. So I've got some hanging baskets that are starting to wither away. So this one, oh gosh, he looks awful. He really does. That basket out there is starting to wither away. The begonias lost some foliage. I think it's because it's gotten cold in the like overnight. It's gotten down in the 40s, so he's kind of losing his luster. There's a coleus planted in there, and then a hyacinth bean is planted in there as well, and it's climbing like the trees and stuff. I have pretty much forgotten about my hanging baskets this year. Got my rhododendrons up there. One thing that I'm nervous about with the onset of fall and the leaf droppage is that we won't have this hedge that provides, you know, some sense of privacy. So once all the foliage is gone there, it'll just be, you know, pretty wide open, which it already, I mean, you can see through it, but it's just, there really won't be anything there. I love this lamb's ear. It's so gorgeous and soft. I think I might split it up and add some to other areas, because it is really pretty to look at, and it bloomed this year. It was looking really good. And I've got this little silver plant here, two of them actually. I think it's Artemis or Artemisia, something like that. If I can figure it out, I'll put it on the screen. I've got this gorgeous Mr. Mustard. I'm trying to figure out where to actually plant him, because I want him to have a space to spread out to his full potential, so that, you know, come next year, you know, you can see that beautiful foliage right there. I want to experience him in his full luster. It's looking so fall-y. Look at all that. It's just such a beautiful little scene there. My patio peach, I don't even know what happened with this year. It produced peaches, and then the peaches all had like the roly-poly bugs eating them. And I know a lot of people have had issues with those bugs this year, killing plants. My Dollar Tree sign has flipped over. You know, they shouldn't put a stake in them like they can survive outside. Every one that I get, as soon as it gets wet, it just flops over. It's just looking so pretty out today. I've got all of my mums potted, and I actually filmed a little video on that. If I can find it, I'll put a little quick clip up. but I grabbed these big old 10-inch pots of mums last weekend, and they're just gorgeous. I love the way they look in the bushel baskets. It's raining, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I have an umbrella and I'm just walking around. It's not a heavy rain. There's another mum. So many things to take care of. I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with this red pot of plant that I can't remember the name of. Typical me. I love this view. I've got to get my bird of paradise in. This is Nikolai, I believe. Still got some kids stuff hanging out. Got this area cleaned up quite a bit. We did a lot of work over the weekend breaking down the tomato jungle and the fabric pots. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful those mums are. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that orange, my goodness. So gorgeous. Left my trowel out. Also typical me. Trying to decide if I want to put a rose on this arbor or leave the clematis. I'm very surprised by this clematis, so I might see what it does next year and then decide from there. I think the garden looks better after a rain. Everything is so vibrant. I dug up one of the guacamole heuchera and I've separated it and put it out front. So as you can see, the tomato jungle we put all the pots over here. They are now dumped and stored. We actually dumped the soil into the raised beds and plan to add some compost on top of that. My worry with tomato plants is if there were any diseases or anything like that, that it would overwinter in the soil. So my plan next year is not to plant any tomatoes in the raised beds. I only had a few this year because I ran out of space and patience. So I planted a few into raised beds, but I won't do that next year. And I won't plant as many tomatoes next year, just planting our favorites and then saving space for a few new varieties. I'm learning that I don't have to grow everything just because. I probably should move that bike for aesthetic purposes, but I love the sweet potato vine. I love it. It's so beautiful. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.